Hi, how's it going everyone? My name is Henk and welcome back to the channel. Now in this video, we'll be taking a look at the highly anticipated upcoming Robinhood IPO. Now if you are not aware of what Robinhood is, they are one of the earliest commission-free trading platforms available in the US, and they were first launched back in 2013. And they pretty much started a revolution in the field because before them, many of the brokers charge a transaction fee for each of the individual transactions that get carried out. And of course, that could easily add up to a significant amount if you do multiple transactions. So Robinhood is credited for making trading easily available for a lot of the retail investors. The downside to that is that they are not available in New Zealand. But could their IPO be an investment opportunity for you? First off, Robinhood has targeted the 29th of July as a potential date for the debut of Robinhood as a public company, and that's in about a week's time. Robinhood is seeking a $35 billion in terms of valuation in its IPO, which would make them bigger than 2/3 of the companies on the S&P 500. If they manage to secure each share at $42, they would reach their estimated valuation of $35 billion. They plan to raise as much as $2.3 billion in its upcoming stock market IPO. Currently, Robinhood has more than 18 million funded accounts with more than $80 billion in assets in its public IPO filings. So we're going to be taking a look at a few graphs to see the past growth of the company to see whether or not this growth may be sustainable. One of the most important metrics to judge the success of Robinhood is its number of monthly active users. So if we look at the first graph here, the monthly active users went from 1.8 million in 2017, and it's seen a dramatic spike due to all the lockdown and everything in 2020, and its monthly active users has increased up to 11.7 million monthly users. Now, up to March of 2021, its monthly user has seen another dramatic increase up to 17.7 million monthly active users. So what does the monthly active users actually translate to in terms of revenue? So back in 2017, the average revenue per user is at $37, and it's seen a significant increase in the year of 2020 to $109 per user. Now, in the month ending of the end of March of 2021, its average revenue per user is up to $137 per user. And because of the increase in amount of revenue generated per user, its net income has gone from a loss in the past 3 years, especially in 2019 when they had an income of negative $107 million. And in 2020, they've seen a positive income of $7 million. Now, you might ask, how does a free trading platform like Robinhood make their money? Now, their money usually come from three main sources. The first one is transactional-based income, and the second one is interest-based income, and the third one is other miscellaneous income. So for the first one, the transaction-based income, when you execute an order on the Robinhood app, the Robinhood does not execute the market order themselves, but instead they pass it into a market maker, which is basically a high-frequency trading company. And these companies go and execute the order. And these companies pay Robinhood for each of the order that they execute. And they only pay a small fraction of a cent for each executed order. But with many orders coming in, the amount that Robinhood generates can quickly rack up. These transactional-based revenues can come from routing user orders for options, equity, and also cryptocurrencies. The second type of revenue that Robinhood gets is from their lending programs, such as interest earned on margin lending and also cash deposits. The other types of revenue consist mainly from Robinhood Gold, which is a paid monthly subscription service that provides users with additional features and other small fees that Robinhood may charge its users. This graph here shows that there has been a significant shift towards transaction-based revenue, which is indicated by the blue bars here. With the popularity in trading of meme stocks and cryptocurrency. So for their latest figure in March of 2021, transaction-based revenue has accounted for 80% of their total revenue, which is the highest that it has ever been. If we look at this graph, we can see that cryptocurrency-based transaction revenue increased from 4.4% at the end of March last year, all the way up to 20.8% till the end of March of 2021. And its actual numbers grew from 4 million in 2020 all the way up to 88 million in 2021. And that's an increase of more than 20 times. In terms of percentage of assets that Robinhood holds, its largest percentage is still in terms of stock equities, which accounts for more than 80% of all of the assets that Robinhood hold. And so this was back in 2020. And cryptocurrency accounted for 5.6% in 2020, and it has grown to 14.3% at the end of the first quarter in 2021. So cryptocurrency has seen significant growth on the platform. And a lot of it has been due to the increase in popularity of meme tokens such as Dogecoin. So what are the demographics that uses Robinhood? So the Robinhood believes that around 50% of all the new retail funded accounts opened in the US from 2016 to 2021 were created on their platform. And the median age of their customers on their platform is 31. And more than 50% are first-time investors. And here is the main one here. Approximately 70% of Robinhood's assets come from customers on the platform aged from 18 to 40. So it's a relatively young group of people that are investing on Robinhood. So what does this all mean for the future of the Robinhood platform? So if we look at this particular chart of their daily and monthly active users for Robinhood, we have seen a significant increase over the past year of the active users on the Robinhood platform. However, it reached a peak around March and January of 2021, most likely due to the popularity of meme stocks like GameStop and AMC. And since then, it has definitely seen a decline in the number of active users. The next thing that I wanted to look at is the amount of assets that Robinhood has under management versus their competitors. So Robinhood has around $80 billion in terms of assets under management. However, E-Trade has more than 600 billion. And the big players in the financial markets in the US, such as TD Ameritrade, has more than $1.3 trillion under management. And Charles Schwab has more than $3.8 trillion under management. So Robinhood is extremely small compared to the major players in the field. And the other thing that gives me a big concern is the average account size of Robinhood versus their competitors. So Robinhood, on average, the users have an account size of $3,500 compared to E-Trade of more than $100,000 and TD Ameritrade of more than $110,000. And Charles Schwab is leading here with average account size of more than $240,000. So this does not give me a particularly great confidence in Robinhood because they are basically a small fish going up against huge competition. And just as a recent comparison, we can have a look at what happened to the Coinbase IPO after it has launched. So Coinbase is obviously a cryptocurrency trading platform, and after its initial public offering, its share price has just plummeted after its initial public offering. So what tends to happen is the initial public offering tends to be a cash out for the people that hold the stock already, where new investors come in and the existing investors can sell out of their positions. And since then, the prices has just been bouncing around within this range here and hasn't really seen any significant movement. And personally, I will probably expect the Robinhood IPO to follow a similar pattern to the Coinbase IPO. So for the reason that Robinhood is basically seen as more of a fun trading platform rather than a serious trading platform, and the fact that the individual account size on average is significantly smaller on Robinhood compared to other major brokers in the US, I personally will not be participating in the Robinhood IPO. But of course, I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice, so be sure to do your own due diligence on the initial public offering of Robinhood. And I'll see you in the next video, and stay hustling.